Hello, and welcome to the BBC, the Brown Bear Channel. Yes, we are your host. I am Joe Berry.
And I am Carlos Grimaldi.
Okay, this is where we insert the applause. Thank you. Oh, I know you meant that. And so, Carlos is my best friend, and I've always wanted to do a podcast, and why not with this person, because this man is fucking amazing. Oh, by the way, this is not a podcast for the children. So sorry. We're going to be talking about adult things, not adult content. That's a separate show altogether, but we'll come to that later.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Right there. Now, granted, just like I said, just let you know, because I know I have, being a choreographer, a judge, I know I'm going to have kids that are going to want to tune in. Parents, no.
This is not that channel, okay? Tune in for something else. Maybe some cartoons. Okay. Not this.
But. Also, by the way, we're gay. Okay? I know. The shock and the awe of it. That's it. Yeah. We homosexuals.
We are homosexual. That deserves a...
Thank you.
Okay, so we have established that we're gay, that we're brown bears.
Brown bears, baby. Yes.
Okay. And some of the topics that we're going to be covering, or the vision of this channel, will be to talk about lifestyle.
Yeah.
Also talk about finances.
Yes.
We have a few things coming up.
Yes.
Health and wellness.
Yes.
And
anyway, hold up. If we got to do entertainment, we got to talk about gossip.
Yes.
Honey, we throw shade. So let's talk about stuff so we can be shady.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, go ahead, John.
But yes, and ultimately, we're always going to have a section for round of applause again, or what should we say?
No, what's the sound that we do from the first, yeah.
Which one is it? Hold on.
This one, honey.
Yes, Queen. We'll be talking about sex. Okay.
I'm done.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
See, we talked about this.
I love that slow porn song.
Yes. So part of the lifestyle topics that we're going to be talking about are about entertainment. Yes. Party scenes, social events, traveling, fashion.
Yes.
Decorations, showbiz, tea, all of it. So every week we're going to try to have a different topic of conversation, and also, just pieces of information that are related to our LGBTQ community that we think are relevant and for sure informative.
We'll even talk about things that people will feel like not relevant. That's stuff we just want to talk about.
Exactly. We're also going to be talking about finances.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce that topic?
Well, yeah, okay. So, my friend and I have decided to go into the world of real estate. So, we're working on getting our real estate license, hopefully by the end of the year. Let's go. Right.
Hold on. Yes, Queen.
That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're trying to get into a higher tax bracket, and so I can have more money to put into the draws of a stripper. Girl.
So we can keep the teen room open.
Keep the teen room open, honey.
For longer.
Baby. Yes.
And if you know, you know.
And if you don't, reach out to us. We'll tell you all about it.
Exactly.
By the way, at the end, we'll give you a list of how you can reach us, how you can watch our podcast from our YouTube channel, to our Instagram, to our TikTok. Also, you can send us, your thoughts questions, comments, suggestions, topics for new shows. And, if you like us, if you don't like us, if you don't like us, we don't care. But, we'll still talk about it.
We're going to try to pretend we care. No, we do
No, we're
care. We
not.
do care
Girl,
about
I'm
our
too old to lie.
subscribers.
I'm not going to sit here and fix my face and sit there and go, we're going to try to predict. Girl, I don't give a shit. I'm just like, you don't like me, you don't like me. I mean, it is what it is. There's a lot of things, a lot of podcasts out there that folk don't like. And it's your option.
It is an option. You don't have to watch if you don't like it, and that's fine. But we would love for you to watch and subscribe.
Always, 100%.
100%. So hopefully we'll have some positive feedback.
Let's God, please. Yeah. But like I said, but you know what? Be honest. If you be shady, we will take it all the way up.
Hey.
Yeah, never mind. That was a different.
We're open to constructive
criticism.
Criticism.
If it's constructive.
Of course.
Okay. Let's not be shady.
Some of the
be shady. I don't give a shit. Be shady. That's who we are.
Oh my God. So one of the topics we'll be talking about as well is health and wellness.
Yes.
We are currently in a journey, both of us, to better ourselves. Physically, mentally, starting with the way that we approach eating, proper eating, the way that we approach exercising and living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we're both at different stages of this journey, but we've lost a lot of weight.
Amen.
And we're still working on it.
Yes.
And we're going to be giving you tips from experts on the subject about good workouts, what works for us.
Correct.
The bigger guys, right?
I've been working with a personal trainer for almost 4 months now. And so his name is Brandon. We're over at EOS Fitness. And so we will have him on the show because he actually has his master's degree. This is his area of expertise. So, what he has me on, the journey he has me on. And because we're looking at almost 4 months and I've had no sugar, no soda, no red meat, no pork, no coffee, no Red Bull, no candy. As a fat boy, I miss a lot of it, but I don't miss that big back. Just saying.
She's disciplined.
Well, no, I'm not going to say I'm disciplined.
She behaves.
Baby, I'm 24 hours away from a bad decision. I'm just letting you know right now.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I'm an emotional eater. Piss me off, and I will fuck up a hamburger.
Aren't we all? Yes. So, I mean, and part of it is going to be, how to have conversations about how to cope with, the different challenges and that we're going to face in our fitness journeys and talk about it, because sometimes we fail to have mechanisms in our pocket to deal with difficult situations when it comes to proper eating or motivation to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about it.
No, we don't.
And we suffer in silence, especially us bigger guys in the gay community. I feel like there's so much shame about the way that we see our bodies and the way that other people refer to us, and I think it all plays down in our minds to where we don't even talk about those things. Well, we do have to have those conversations and be sure that we have support, because there is support, and we are here to support you in your whatever stage of your journey you're at.
It's gonna come. It always comes down to you have to learn to be comfortable in your own skin. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to learn to be alone so you can fall in love with yourself. Mm-hmm. I remember. You remember the Sex and the City movies?
Of course.
Okay, we're good. Anyway, so right, but the first one, mm-hmm. Samantha Jones was breaking up with Smith Jarrett. Mm-hmm. And Samantha says to Smith, and I was like, that rang so in my head. Oh, child, look. Is that earthquake?
I don't know. No, something's happening.
No, girl, it's my fat ass hitting the table.
That's okay.
Anyway, Samantha told Smith Jarrett, she goes, mm-hmm. I'm going to say the one thing in a relationship you're never supposed to say. I love you, but I love me more. Okay. And so that's where we all have to get to a place where we can say with conviction, with our full chest, I love me more. And whatever that love is that you have for yourself, there's not going to be anyone that's going to come into your life that's going to make you change your mind, refute that, because I love me more. And I love me more even over the bullshit. Even if you say something, look, you may say something that I may not like, but if you're telling me the truth, okay, well, fine. But at the end of the day, I have to love me more. And that's what we all have to get to.
Amen.
Namaste, baby.
And this is all, health and wellness. It doesn't mean, we're not pro any form or shape of body perfection or anything like that.
No.
It's making sure that you feel comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
However you perceive that in your mind,
Facts.
it is completely fine. And we are in our journeys because we want to better ourselves, and we want to help you in this channel to also get some tips if that is what you want to do. If you feel like you want to improve yourself physically, or in an area of your wellness that you feel like you need a little more support, then we're open to have that discussion here. Basically, that's what we're trying to say.
Correct.
And ultimately, we're going to be talking about
what?
Sex. Okay.
I love how we turned that X into an S.
Okay.
Sex.
There's so much to talk about that. I mean, there's so many conversations to have about sex.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, when we get to the sex portion, we will warn you ahead of time. We're about to talk about some stuff. Okay. And if you have virgin ears, you're going to lose your virginity, because I'm telling you, we're going to bust some shit wide open. Facts.
Facts.
Because I love talking about sex.
And I love making. You have to practice to kind of know your topic, be a subject matter expert.
So what you call practice, I'll call hoeing. But okay, I'm good for it. Whatever. Okay,
just been slick.
You know what? We'll just call it due diligence.
I love that term.
Yes, we've done our due diligence, so we know what we're talking about.
We're doing research for you, of course.
R&D, baby, our viewers. Research and discovery.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about that. Obviously, we're not going to be giving names or anything, so don't worry. If you know Carlos or Joe, don't worry. Your name is not going to be here unless you want us to.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care if you want your name out. I'm not putting your name out.
We're not.
You know what? If you want your name out, invest money into the show, and we'll gladly call your name. But if not, you just Mr. Number 547.
But definitely we're going to be talking about our own experiences, of course, and also research and things that we've learned. And we'll also have people coming over and talk about sex topics as well. Because we want to have different opinions on different topics. For sure.
I can't wait for it. We'll probably talk about it today.
Yes.
Monogamy versus open relationships.
Coming up. Shit.
Okay, let's try to get into that. That way, yeah, we may have to pull out, although I have not had any alcohol, we may have to pull out some Tito's and do some shots.
Okay.
Go into that section, because baby.
Well, since we have successfully introduced ourselves now.
It's the longest ass intro.
Oh my God. I mean, people gotta get to know us.
Gotta get to know us.
See what we're up to and where we're at. And as we go along on this journey with this podcast, we will definitely give little hints of who we are in depth and where we come from and whatnot. But if we start talking about our lives, we would never finish the intro. So, no. So much to say.
So what are we starting off with today?
So, for lifestyle, let's talk about the latest movies.
Ooh, good. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm gonna talk about it, because my ass ain't been to the movies in forever, but that's okay. The last time literally I went to the movies was when I was still in LA, and I saw the last Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, girl, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Lord, do we need to get you a membership on one of our local movie theaters today.
Okay. I mean, well, okay. So the that movie theater in LA, it was, I think was it like 4D, where the seat rocked back and forth, and there was water shooting from the ceiling.
Well,
I was
shit.
like, bitch, it's a water sport. I'm like, damn.
Water
I'm,
sports.
I'm sitting, I'm sitting in the shit rocking back and forth. Next thing you know, water's hit me in the face. I was like, God damn. I mean, if you gonna pee on me, at least tell a bitch she pretty.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
So anyway, that's the last time. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my god. So one of the movies of the season that it's like we need to talk about this movie, and we're just gonna talk, just general opinions on it. We're gonna use our Rotten Tomatoes on it too.
Oh, okay.
And then we get that. It's about Wicked. How wicked are you?
Well, that's another show. We'll talk about it in sex. But okay, so I want to go see that. And the crazy thing about it is, I am not, and I'll go ahead and say it as a gay man, I'm just not a huge musical theater person.
Okay.
I'm not. But you give me a show with some good music, I'm down for it. But it's not like I'm sitting at home going, "Oh, there's a musical theater, bitch, let me run out and go see it." But I want to go see it because I've never got a chance to see the actual Broadway show, but I know people who were in it. However, because it is like the beginning of where of the original Wizard of Oz. There had to be a beginning, almost like the Star Wars series. So I definitely want to see that. And then I'm a gigantic, huge Cynthia Erivo fan. I'm sorry, I'll say it. I feel like what Whitney Houston was to that generation, Cynthia Erivo is that now.
Hello.
I think she is the new Whitney, and she is a cherished voice and needs to be protected at all costs.
I am down. I mean, I love Ms. Aribo. Like she did such a great job representing Elphaba in that movie, and I feel like she gave some layers.
So you have seen it?
I have seen the movie. I have seen the musical in Broadway.
Honey, let me turn in my gay card. There we go. She's failing.
Hold on.
Yes, queen.
So, there's that. Give me 1 second. Okay. Anyways, so I think Cynthia actually gives really good, like different colors and different tones to the character. Like she gives it a different texture.
Yeah.
And I love her interpretation of the character. It's funny, but it's also sad in the back because she's always been, rejected by everyone, and she has already assimilated and accepted that as part of her own life. And I kind of feel like that's one of the reasons why I think gay community feels so identified with Elphaba, and the fact that Cynthia is playing that character now, knowing that Cynthia is also part of our LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
It's even more meaningful because it represents us all. Like we're so used to being rejected.
Correct.
That we sometimes we just let people have their way just so that we don't get into a confrontation.
It's almost like we have, for years, decades, we have been the enemy. We were the evil ones. We were, I remember a time growing up in Texas. Come on. We were called sodomites. We're going to hell. AIDS was created to get rid of us. It's just, hell, what was it? Texas even had, and so there were certain states that had sodomy laws. We were and have been the enemy. But it's crazy enough, we're the enemy, but you don't have a problem to make money off of us. Hello. Okay. Anyway, can you continue?
I'm going to be the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say, I was completely excited to see Ariana Grande in her role as
Glinda.
Galinda.
Oh, Galinda.
Galinda.
My bad.
Galinda.
Okay.
Well, and then she clarified and said, "Well, I think you know what? I'm just for shorters. I'm just gonna do Glinda." But she started with Galinda.
Okay, come on, own it.
I love it. I mean, let me tell you, her voice is fantastic. So is Cynthia's. But she gives it this a very sassy, very brat sort of mood to the movie that is just fantastic. She's so much of a natural in that role. It's like Mean Girls playing. But
okay, so facts. Okay, so also another reason why I want to go see Wicked is because, you know, I've only seen Ariana Grande do one thing. You know, I mean, she's got a great voice, but it's the sexy. You know, it's not. I would love to see her have more levels and see what she's capable of, and see that. I guess giving a singer, a performer, and getting an opportunity to see them as an artist. And as artists, we explore different levels and because it is our job to entertain. It is our job to come in and tell the story. I was always told when I first started in the theater, it was like, okay, so your job is to entertain the audience. So if your audience is at home and they're having a shitty day, they have to come to this show, and they're coming to the show so you can take them out of their shitty day and bring them into this world. And so it is more than just you being an actor, it's you being an artist. And as an artist, it is your job to explore what is it going to take to rip people out of their everyday lives and bring them into this world of make-believe and make them believe it.
And I think both of those actresses did exactly that.
Okay.
They suck you into the plot, and in such a fantastic and detailed way, and mesmerizing graphics. Everything about the movie really just transports you into the world of Oz. And for a second, we're all identified with a character or the other, or sometimes even with both of them at the same time. And you forget about your reality and you just dive into the world of Oz, which is the magic of movies.
And that's what we want to see.
So it is a very good movie. Just to sum it up, it's 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
Which for Rotten Tomatoes is like 110%. Okay? They're not easy critics. So, yes, it's a must.
Then, okay, so the next movie. Which one? Queer with Daniel Craig.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen it either. We're going to go see it together. Because, baby, that's James Bond. Okay?
Daniel Craig.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Okay, girls, if y'all know, wait for Daniel Craig. Remember the Bond movie where he came out of the ocean wearing a Speedo and he was walking on the beach? Okay, that's all I see. Okay, thank you. But, honey, I want to go see Queer.
I'm sorry.
Baby, can you give me your gold finger? That's all I want to know, bitch. Let's go. Anyway, continue.
Now you just transported me to those apps.
Yeah. So
we're gonna watch this movie and we're gonna review it later on a different episode.
And even if we hate it, as long as Daniel Craig takes his fucking shirt off, I'm fine.
Well, talking about
shirts
off, I don't know if you've seen Gladiator 2.
I have not, but I want. Okay, I love any movie that just offers homoeroticism at its finest.
And let me tell you, Romans and Greeks were both very homoerotic. And this movie is definitely a full depiction of it. I mean, there's no explicit gay scenes.
There have to be.
But you can tell the energy.
Bitch, I'm Barney. I can use my imagination. Fuck, I'm good.
Well, let me tell you, once they took their shirt off, I mean,
okay.
It's a done deal for me.
Also, you've seen it too? You've seen that as well?
Of course, yes.
Okay, Ivor, go ahead. Dig in, let's go.
So, it's supposed to be, obviously it's a sequel to the original Gladiator. I think that the movie does a great job as far as giving us a continuation of what happened afterwards, after Maximus left the scene. And he talks about his son now coming from exile back into the Rome's scene and basically leading the way just like his father did.
Maximus.
Yeah. God, when they took the shirt off, it was a done deal. I was like, oh yeah. That's mesmerizing.
Let's go.
It is a great movie. And I know it has very good reviews as well. If we check on Rotten Tomatoes.
What does Rotten Tomatoes say?
Rotten Tomatoes said, I think it's 71%. Yes, 71%. Which is not
still good.
It is very good for Rotten Tomatoes. So if you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend you see it. Unless you're like a major film movie maker or anything like that, and you'll have very, very specific critics about the movie. I thought it was a good movie. But then again, that's my opinion.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's 71%. There's a lot of men naked, well, semi-naked.
Good enough for me.
That are super hot. So you probably need to watch it.
I'm down. All right. Let's go.
So there's that. So for the next episode, we're definitely going to have to try to do queer, because I definitely want to explore.
We're going to go see that this week.
Yes,
we'll be ready.
Okay.
Before next week.
Okay. All right.
So what's next?
So next, we should be talking about social events coming up.
Ooh. Okay. Let's talk. Come on, Miss Social Calendar. What's going on? Talk to me.
Well, I don't know that I am the social event expert, but there's a few things, that I've learned here and there. And this is basically a way for you guys to as well just kind of get to know the scene locally and also at a national level. We'll be talking about some festivals and some social events throughout the year that are important to the bear community and just the LGBTQ community in general.
Yes.
Also some international ones that are kind of like, we all know about them.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the most important events for bears in this area right now that's coming up is TBRU, which is
Texas Bear Roundup.
And there we go. Have you ever been to it?
Years ago, I went one day. I got invited by some friends, and they were like, "Come on out," and I was like, "Okay, fine." It was at the hotel, and it might have been like the very first day, but I do know that during that day that they had a contest of it was an underwear contest, and there was this guy who came out and he, let's just say the Constitution lied. All men are not created equally. I'm just saying.
Well, TBRU is happening in March 13th to the 16th of 2025 here in Dallas, Texas. And registrations are still open. We will have to check with the organizers later on to see if
we can get some free shit. Let's go.
Oh, well, that would be fantastic. But
it's free for me, but
we'll check with the organizers to kind of keep you updated with as far as registration, whatnot, details as we go further into our episodes. But definitely, it's a local festival that we would definitely like to talk about and promote, because as brown bears, and this being the Brown Bear channel,
talk about it.
We need to talk about it. And it is a time of the year where we can come around here in Dallas and welcome visitors from everywhere. Anywhere. Actually, it's just anywhere. I mean, I've seen people from London, from Germany,
Same.
people from, I mean, all different countries that come to this festival. And I think it's worth mentioning and definitely helping our fellow brothers to promote this event.
I would love it. We actually did a podcast from the actual event itself. I think that would be freaking awesome.
Oh my God, that would be freaking awesome for sure. So that's coming up. If you haven't registered, go and register at tvru.org and get your tickets. And if you want to stay at the hotel, they also have. I know they always have a hotel that they host the.
And then sometimes
crowd.
when the host hotel is full, they always have a backup host hotel as well.
Mm-hmm. And you know what happens in those hotel rooms?
Yes, we sit around. Yes, we sit around, we congregate, and we have Bible study, and we talk about the daily events and the politics and tax preparation
Of course.
and appraisal of property. Those things
Of course.
are discussed. Yeah.
Because we're mindful of those things. Of
Oh,
course.
100%.
And then afterwards, I'm sure there's gonna be some interesting parties and with slings included and whatnot. Let's just put it that way.
Oh my God, slang.
Yeah, so that you can if you know, you know. Let's just put it that way.
Wait a minute, I'm loving the back of your leg. You are not rocking back and forth. Oh my God.
Rocking back and forth.
Little Sally Walker.
It will open things up for you. Let's put it that way.
For real. Things will get opened up.
It'll be a full eye-opening experience.
Oh, just the eyes?
Among other things.
Okay, that's in the sex section. But anyway, that's the one where, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What about the cruise?
Oh, yes. That's actually coming up real fast. So, do you know that there's several gay cruise lines, and different agencies that have gay cruises or just gay groups in regular cruises? I'm just going to be talking about Atlantis on this episode just because their 35th anniversary is coming up.
Girl, she doesn't look a day over 12.
She don't. I mean, she still behaves like it. Anyways, I had the opportunity in 2024 to attend to my first gay cruise, and it was an Atlantis cruise.
Oh, so 2024, you mean this year?
This year, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Girl, you said like in 2024, and in my mind, I'm going, how long ago was that? Bitch, it's this year.
Well, it's almost the end of the year, so
My bad.
I gotta make that correction. Anyways, it was the one in March. It was the one that left from Puerto Rico. Yes, a different crowd. It's not the big boat, but it was with Virgin, and I loved it. I felt the cordiality, the what do you call it? The spirit of the gayness, welcome. And sometimes you don't, but anyway.
Okay, wait. The spirit of the gayness?
The gayness, the welcoming.
The homosexuality?
Wink, wink, the homosexuality.
Okay.
To me, it was like graduation.
Okay, I gotta hear this one. Go ahead, child.
It was like graduation because...
Did you get a cap and gown ceremony and all that stuff?
Girl, I had like 7 different outfits. I don't know if that counts as my gown, like my graduation gown. But I have never put together so many outfits. It was challenging.
Did you shift your tassel?
Girl. If you can call it that, I guess. I guess we can
Things got shifted.
Seriously. Things got shifted to the right, to the left, to the center, up and down, inside and out.
See? Back to more things were open other than the eyes.
My horizons were open. They were expanded. Let's put it that way.
Not your horizon.
All right, sis.
Oh, fix it. All right, anyway, go ahead, John.
So, it is a great experience. If you haven't done it, I mean, it might not be for you, it might not be for everyone, but if you feel like you want to try it, I encourage you to at least try it once. And this year, it promises to be even a greater party boat. Okay. It is from February the 3rd to the 10th. On the Allure of the Seas. If you've ever been on a Royal Caribbean, you know the Allure is one of the Oasis classes. It's like a big boat. So
Huge. Yes.
So my experience with it was fantastic. I mean, I had, in my cruise, we had actual artists doing like concerts. We had Cirque du Soleil sort of kind of shed.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
gay acrobatics shows and
Okay, so help me understand. What's like a gay acrobatic show versus a straight acrobatic show? Like dildos involved or something?
girl, at some of the musical numbers, they only have body paint on only. That's the difference. I mean, I felt so many different things.
Oh, really? Did you feel the body paint?
I felt it when it squirted on my face. No, just kidding. I mean, unless you were in an arena, probably you definitely felt it. But
clearly, the performance were following through.
Okay, clearly.
Go ahead.
But it was a fantastic experience. Needless to say, be ready for a lot of parties.
Yes.
And be ready to get your outfits together.
Baby, turn a look. Always turn a look.
And you can go as minimal as you want or as like a whole production, Hollywood production as you want. I mean, I saw guys in full blown drag.
Okay.
And I saw people just wearing their jockstrap. I mean, so.
Okay.
And
I think I can do that.
If you're concerned about whether or not the bear community is welcome in those kind of processes, yes, they are. There were plenty of bears there. I had plenty of fun and I met plenty of beautiful, big size muscles, also big bellies and a lot of fur and people who had something to say and people who didn't have anything to say but had just gorgeous everything. So, I mean, there is a little bit of everything. It caters for everybody. It tries to be very inclusive and, you know, they're not paying me to say this. So, but I'm just saying, from my opinion, it was a good experience. If you haven't tried it, definitely something to try this year since it's the 35th anniversary. And it promises to be a very good party. And it's on my birthday weekend, so I'm thinking about it. It's sold out, but I'm sure we can still get some tickets.
Let's go. I'm here for it, honey.
Okay, so the next topic is Puerto Vallarta. And I don't know if you know, but every year Puerto Vallarta has this Bear Week.
Okay.
Usually is the same week that the Atlantis cruise is the main one. Because Atlantis has a lot of different trips throughout the year, but the big boat, the big party boat, it's at the beginning of the year, that last week of January into the beginning of February, and Bear Week in Puerto Vallarta is at the same time, basically.
Gotcha.
And there's two different festivals going on during that period of time in Puerto Vallarta. Is either Beef Dip or Paradise. So Beef Dip is kind of like the American version of the Bear Week in Puerto Vallarta.
Okay.
But Paradise, it's a local venue.
Shut up. Let's go.
So Paradise is like, it's local and it's a little more. How can I put it?
Girl, put it. Come on. Come on.
I think they're a little. I don't want to say anything bad. I think Paradise is a little more open. It's a little more sexually open. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Beef Dip is a little more demure.
But they call it Beef Dip.
But they call it Beef Dip.
Okay.
Yes, but it's a little more demure. There's a little more rules and a little,
So, okay. So Beef Dip is, although the title is sexy, but it's demure.
Mm-hmm.
Paradise, which is a more conservative title, but it's straight hoeing.
Basically.
Oh, hallelujah. Let's go.
Hallelujah. I mean, I love both. I've been to both.
I've never done.
My first year in Beef Dip.
Don't get me wrong. I've done a Beef Dip, but that wasn't more of a. But anyway, we're going to move on. Hallelujah. Go.
Well, and, if you've never been to either one of these, you probably want to try one at a time. I wouldn't recommend what I did. My first year in Puerto Vallarta, I went and bought tickets for both. It was very expensive. Anyways, but I mean, it was a great experience. We had pool parties with Paradise during the day. Some of them at Casa Coppola, and if you know, you know.
But it's okay. I don't know. What is Casa Coppola? Talk to me.
Casa Coppola is this gay resort that is clothing optional.
Ooh, yes. Okay, let's go. I'm here.
And, for these festivals, and I think for most of the year, they have this secret garden. Hold on. That deserves the secret garden.
Ooh.
At Casa Coppola.
And in this garden, it's Adam and Steve.
Okay. So basically what happens there is, you party, you drink, you see live sex shows.
Oh, okay.
At least with Paradise. I don't know about Beef Dip. I don't remember seeing anything like that on Beef Dip. I might be wrong. Okay.
Oh, honey, I love a good sex show.
But I do remember the Paradise parties all of them had live sex shows.
Okay, so
different kinks, actually.
Do we have, okay, so for my more conservative brothers,
yes,
do we have to participate or can we just sit back and watch?
It is a show. It's just for you to watch.
Ooh, yeah. Child, give me my popcorn, dill pickle, and grape soda, bitch. Let's go.
Okay. And if you choose to participate or engage in the activities that are happening, it is up to you. It's completely up to you. You could watch. You could just go have a drink.
Audience participation moment?
Yeah. I mean, feel free to interact at any given point.
Damn.
It's an open buffet, basically. That's what my experience is. I could be wrong.
Open buffet? Bitch, we talking about Golden Corral.
I mean, we bears like a good buffet.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So, I mean, it was a great experience. I'm going to say that the last time I was to Paradise, I may have to... I'm not going to deny nor confirm that a certain bear was completely naked riding his rental bike up the mountains.
His what?
Rental bike.
Oh, rental bike. Okay.
Rental mountain bike.
Oh.
Up the mountain, butt naked, kind of drunk, and went for a trip.
Okay, see, I need more information. Okay, so certain bear was riding a rental bike, naked, up a mountain, and then went for a trip.
Yeah, and kind of drunk. Yeah,
and he was drunk.
Yeah.
Well, so what do you mean when he went for a trip? What happened?
Oh, so I see what you're mentioning.
Yes, I'm trying to. Now, mind you, we're not giving out names, so
right.
The names are meant to protect the innocent.
Hypothetically speaking, let's just say that it was an interesting ride. I mean, the bicycle seat was not sitting very well. I mean, it was bumpy. It was a bumpy road.
Okay, so he's first. Okay, go ahead.
It was interesting. The person, the bear, ended up falling off the bike, which shame.
He wound up pulling off the bike.
Shame. Fell off the bike.
Oh, he fell off the bike.
Shame.
Couldn't handle it.
Shame. but it was fun. This is just the kind of experiences that you could basically have. I mean, you could go and just watch and just have a good time with your drink by the pool, or you could just ride naked.
Mountain, butt naked.
Okay. That is the kind of shit.
I'm done.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, I love it.
So yeah, and then Beef Dip also has very good parties. If you go to either one of these parties, they both have this boat trip where basically you're just drinking booze.
Yeah.
And you could be as naked as you want, or you could be covered. Some of those trips also have stops where you could go snorkeling if you're into it. So it's very nice.
Oh, just to let you guys know, I've never been to Puerto Vallarta. And we're going for my birthday, which is March 29th. But we're going to be there March 27th through the 31st. So if you don't get to Paradise
Bear Week.
or Bear Deep, or Bear Dip, excuse me. I said Bear Deep.
Beef Dip, Bear Week.
Oh,
anyway.
Beef Dip, Paradise.
Yes.
If you don't get to those, I will make sure Beef Dip and Paradise happen while I'm there. March 27th through the 31st.
Yeah. And we'll give you the details about the room.
Yes.
And how to get access to the room.
And I will be on a bike, butt naked, riding up a mountain, drunk.
Okay, and that's how you make good memories. All right. Anyway, so because we're running out of time, let's wrap it up with sex. So, talking about the hot topics of sex, we are going to have a quick, brief conversation about.
Why gotta be brief? Why gotta be quick? We ain't about to do hit it and quit it. No, we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it?
Talk about it.
Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit more than I expected as first time, but I think it's worth it. It's our first episode. So forgive us for being a little
we're going to try to do it in 10 minutes. All right.
Our hour mark.
Okay.
We have so much to talk about.
Yes, we do, child. Okay.
So the topic for today is...
Where you want to go?
Open relationships versus monogamy. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Hold on. Round of applause.
That's what there we go.
Let's talk about that. I mean, it is a topic that's kind of sensitive, and as I was,
why it gotta be sensitive? I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna say it. I'm down for monogamy. That's it. I don't want an open relationship. I want one person who I get to be a total freak nasty slut with. One person only. I know, and not sitting in judgment on anybody who wants an open relationship. That's you. That's what you want. That's what you feel comfortable with. I want me and one other person who I can, be, I don't know, sweet in the streets and a slut in the sheets. That there it is. Facts. Yes, okay. I want one man only, who I can do nasty things with.
So, Joe, so then I guess I have my answer, but I want to ask anyway. What is your definition of monogamy?
Me and one other person, and the only person, look, here's the thing. It's us in the bedroom. Now, if there's a third person, it better be a fucking camera crew. Okay? That's it.
And waivers for consent on OnlyFans.
Yeah, what?
Just
we
for
already consented. I guess that's why we put the cameraman there.
Okay.
But only one pair of hands will be on my ass, and only one pair of hands will be on his ass. That's it. There's no more than that. Now, if you want other people to sit in the room and applaud when we're done, and give us critiques about, I'm fine with an audience. I don't give a shit. But it's two people.
Well, I'm going to be the devil's advocate, and I'm going to say that open relationships obviously includes more than just the two.
Of course.
And But I mean, there's so many different formulas that I've come to know as far as in my experience and also from research. Because I mean, there can be monogamous couples that every now and then have someone to play with.
That ain't monogamy.
Some people will call it non-monogamy. Some people will call it open relationship. Some people would just call it, some monogamy with privileges. However you name it, it don't matter. The most important thing is if you're going to explore your open relationship sort of field, just to me, really, it's a lot of communication.
Facts.
It is based on trust and based on boundaries. And you have to be very clear with your partner about those boundaries before you go into any consented sexual activities with anybody else.
Correct. I mean, I have friends who are in open relationships and they are 100% happy. And I'm like, look, if you like it, I love it. If I'm Gucci, again, to me, it's too much work.
It is. It is a lot of work because just think about it. When you have your partner and you have to be honest and build a relationship of trust with that person and be mindful of their emotions and whatnot. And also, with open relationships, one skill that you have to learn is to separate emotion from sex. And if you're not very good at that, then yeah.
Well, okay, there was my 20s. Okay, in my 20s, I separated emotions from sex because I was just a hoe.
And honestly, that is the appeal that it has to me as far as like open relationships is I know how to separate emotions from sex. And to me, sex is just like any other need.
Okay, so help me understand. So if you're in a relationship with someone,
okay,
and you invite a third person into that, so then how profitable is the relationship when you invite a third person, but you separate the emotions from sex? How truly profitable is it? I mean, are you guys not allowed? So I'm allowed, okay. So basically, I'm allowed to come in you, but I can't love you?
Yes, basically. Because love, when you talk about love, you talk about an emotional connection to someone.
Yeah, okay, so say you and I in a relationship.
But you're not shooting out love. You're shooting out not love.
I know, I get all that.
Okay.
But it's just, okay, so we're in a relationship. So now we love each other. We're here for each other. Yada, yada, yada. We're building this. We have this great foundation. Now we're going to invite this third person in.
Okay.
But this third person is literally just a fuck toy. So how isn't that depriving them of the aspects of an emotional relationship that we have together? So they are just an object that just gets to rotate in and out? Bitch, that's McDonald's.
Well, I think that's a given. I mean, if you're playing with a couple or playing with someone who is in a relationship, I think you know what you're signing up for. And you know that unless that person is open to polyamory, which is a completely different topic.
Let's talk about it. What is polyamory?
Oh, girl, that would be a whole different podcast.
Okay.
But when we're talking about polyamory, we're actually talking about having those emotional connections. Call it whatever you call it, love or whatever, with multiple persons.
So like an open relationship where two people invite a third, they separate the emotions from the sex. So once we go into the polyamory, they all stay connected. And so how many people can be in a polyamorous?
As many as you can handle. But the thing with polyamory...
Bitch, we need HR. God damn.
The thing with polyamory is that, again, with open relationships and polyamory, there's so many different combinations. Like in polyamory, like people don't, like all the partners don't have to be in the relationship. Like it could just be this two or these other two, or it could be that these two have a relationship, but the rest of them are just friends and know each other. I mean, however you define your relationship, as long as it makes you happy and it's consented and all of the adults in it are satisfied and happy about it, I'm down for it.
Oh, I mean,
I'm not saying there's a right formula for love.
No, exactly. If you're
not at all.
If you love it, you're happy with it. Okay, so I got to go back. Okay, with the polyamory, the fact that you said, okay, two people can be in a relationship, but then connected to two other people, but two of the people don't know one of the people. So when does it get decided? So we're talking maybe like 5 people. When does it get decided that, okay, by the way, all 5 of us are in a polyamorous? Is there like a family reunion? Is there like documents that you signed?
There's, I mean,
do they?
I don't know if I would go as far as documenting it, but I'm sure that there's got to be conversations between all the parties.
Like a Zoom call?
I don't know. Bitch, whatever works for you. I'm just saying that it does take a lot of communication.
Some people gonna get real mad at me right now because I know it. I know it. I can feel it. I can feel the anger brewing. People are gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be called all types of names right now.
Coming back to open relationships, which was the topic. You have to have conversations, open conversations about what the boundaries are going to be, what things that are not allowed to do. And you have to make sure that you have a coping mechanism, because the first time when your partner goes and have fun with someone, your mind is going to be running wild, and you got to be prepared mentally for that.
But then
you got to accept that.
Okay, if that is a part of your personality, then you should not be in an open relationship, because I kind of feel like that adds unnecessary drama.
It's just human nature. It's just human nature. We all have insecurities. We all have...
Yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, we all have our biases and our own experiences, hurtful experiences. So again, open relationships are not for everybody.
No.
Okay? And monogamy is not for everybody either.
No, it's not. I mean, okay, so just to say this. Yes, I'm sitting here, we're laughing, we're joking. I'm not poking fun or trying to disrespect anyone who is in an open or polyamorous relationship. Because like I said in the very, very beginning, if you heard what I said, if you like it, I love it. If it works for you, it works for you. It's just not for everybody. I'm old school. I'm an old queen. I got to go 2 people, and there we go.
I like expanding my horizons and my knowledge and experiences.
I just want to open my legs repeatedly to one person.
Okay, like this. Like chicken legs?
Explore my options by exploring different positions.
Every day is Thanksgiving Day. Let's open up and get stuffed.
Baby.
Okay.
Come on. I'm down for it. Look.
Hey, whether you do it with one person or more than one person, as far as you're satisfied and as far as you're happy and all the parties are consenting to it, amen and hallelujah. So basically, that is, we're opening the topic. It's not the end of it. We're definitely going to have so many conversations about this later.
100%. We're going to have, I would love an entire episode based on this. And where we bring in a panel and we literally sit in a...
Agree.
I was going to say we're going to sit in a circle, but it's like a circle jerk. But anyway, we'll sit at a table and we'll talk about it, because I'm not an expert. And I would love someone who is part of a polyamorous, someone who is in an open relationship. Mm-hmm. Come in, let's sit down, let's talk about it, let's clear up all the myths, the misinformation about it. Mm-hmm. And because again, also from our understanding, open relationships and polyamorous relationships are not just limited to the gay community. It is. Our straight friends do it as well.
Yes. I mean, without giving names, there's a whole community here in Dallas of straight and bi-curious people that are into open relationships and swingers and whatnot.
And so I want to talk about that too.
And they even have their own parties.
So okay, see that? Mm-hmm. Here's the interesting thing. Now, the freak in me, mm-hmm. I don't want to be in a polyamorous relationship, but I will sit in a corner and watch people go at it.
Oh, yeah.
That will turn, baby, I'm like Barney. I will use my imagination and imagine being in the mix, but I'm not gonna want to do it. But I will watch again. Popcorn, grape soda, and a pickle. I'm good.
Well, I think that concludes our episode today.
Yes.
Hold on.
What we doing?
And that was our sex life.
Yes.
Section.
I hope it was enjoyable for you.
I hope you had some fun with us and that you stay tuned for the next episode next Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel,
The B.B.C.
the Brown Bear Channel
Podcast.